Hello and welcome again. So thanks for joining me for the monthly reading, which is for October. And I'm still cleaning up here for my weekly reading, so forgive me. And I asked the angels which cards they want me to use. And actually they came up with the German tarot, which is very old. I think I told you I have this deck forever. So but I still love it. And I also, they gave me the gypsy cards, which I'm not using right now. I use them later. And I said to the cards, to the angels, I prayed over them, and I said to the angels, please help us to go through October, because October is always a little bit a tricky month. And I think you can tell from the weekly reading that was also a little bit different than usual. So we will see how it goes. So here are the cards, and I shuffle them now. And that is for all zodiac signs too. It's a general card reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, then you can write here underneath, or you can text me, whatever you would like to do. PM me on Facebook, and then we go from there, right? And for my YouTube people, my address and phone number, what means address? My email address is also the phone number is available on YouTube here. So then let us see. I will pull 6 cards. Yes, we have only 4 weeks, but I'm counting this a little bit different, so that's a little bit odd to go into it, but I'm using 6 cards. So here's the first one. Here comes the next one out. It's 2, 3. Whoa, flying out. 4. It's funky how they work. 5, and then here's number 6. So these are my tarot cards, and then let us see what's going on in the first week of October. October, happy fall. So that is the first day today, and that is for the first week too. And it is the 2 of coins. Very interesting, right? Looks like yin and yang, absolutely, but it's also like plus and minus. So that is actually a card which is, for me in the tarot, a card which is saying we have to come together, we have to be a unit, like Mother Earth, all together. Everything also comes around for us in the month of October. There will be challenges because you have the plus and you have the minus, sort of. Even it's coins, but or pentacles, as you would say. But this part here, if I flip this, you can see it comes together as the infinity. So one card has tons of meanings, but it will be a little bit tricky in October because some people cannot make their mind up. They don't know what they want. They struggle with their own business. And this actually means, since I'm yin and yang and don't know what I want, I would suggest that you may wait in the next 2 weeks before you start something new in the business. Because obviously you cannot make your mind up, or you don't know what you want. And so you struggle with it. It's a minus. But to be honest, your business will be still okay because it's the infinity, so it will go on. But for you, infinity by yourself stands also for a longevity. So that means you're getting old. But in this matter, it's really about, hang in there. Even you feel, hey, my business or my job, it's okay. Maybe I have to look for something else. I wouldn't do that right now because it's yin and yang, black and white. So I would wait a little bit for it. So it will be tricky because it is like you may feel out of sorts, or you are not completely balanced, where you don't know what you want to do with your life. Sit down, think about it, meditate on it, clean up, as we had in the other reading, let go of old things, and then you start moving on. So for now, keep up with it, try to clean up, don't be so negative, be more in the positivity, think clearly, and communicate clearly. Because when we don't communicate in the right way, that is creating a lot of issues, right? There you go. So here is number 2. And this is the ones. And now that's very interesting. I mean, if you, whoa, I lost my card. I'm so sorry. It just fell down before my doggies are eating the card. So that looks like a cross. Can you see that? It's like a cross. And here I have plus, minus, yin and yang. So cross stands always for blessings. It stands also for I don't know which direction I want to go. So that fits perfectly to the other card, because we have there, no, I don't know what I want. I'm not sure. And this is only telling you the same thing. Well, yeah, you have a blessing, but you don't know where you want to go with it. So therefore, think about it. What do I want? Where do I want to go? What is my outlook on life? Am I happy? Is my happiness only around other people, or is the happiness inside of me? So there's many things which have to be considered. But this is really also the blessing over your life. But you have to sit down and think about it, where you want to go with that. Like this card here said too. You have the infinity, number 8, as we know. But also it is, you know, the plus and the minus, which is not here as a plus presented, but here's the minus, yin and yang. So meaning of I'm not balanced, I still don't know what I want. So October, as I said, is a little bit tricky because we have to park our butt and have to think about it. Where do I want to go? What is my purpose? What do I feel I have to do? Not what others want you to do. And I'm stressing this. Not what others want you to do, only what you would like to have done. Okay? So that makes fully sense here. Then let us see what the third one has to say. Oh, that's the Queen of Cups. Look at this. So, meaning of, for females, that has a good outcome. I'm thinking about what I want, but I have an attitude. So, attitude, no, we don't need this. We have to work with others together. Where we are saying, okay, yeah, I'm not the king, I'm not the queen. I'm trying to do my things in the right way, and I maybe sit together with a good friend, and I ask for the help which I may need. Maybe I'm coming together with other people, or business can also be expanded with somebody else which feels like she is the king and the queen in one person, and which would be not so cool. So you still don't know what you want to do with it. You feel like you are on top of things, but matter of fact you are not. So still there is no balance, and you can tell she's not really sitting in the middle, she's more on the side, meaning of I don't know what I want, right? And I still don't know which direction I'm running. So October is really obviously for everybody on the zodiacs out of whack a little bit, because we don't know what we want. Do we want to grow? Do we want to sit only down, doing nothing and waiting off what happened out there? Or we have to work on ourselves. Clearly said with 3 cards already. Okay, so that's important. And here is the Page of Coins. So these tarot cards are a little bit different, but that meaning of I have to be careful with my money. I cannot spend like a maniac because I still don't know where I want to go. Cannot find my direction, but I still feel like a queen. I may overspend. And here's the card which is saying, don't you dare do that. Be careful with your money. Watch in the months of October, hold it a little bit together. Because think about it. If we would have major sun flares and we have electricity issues, you cannot run to an ATM. You cannot run anywhere. So make sure you save a little bit money. Keep it in the house or where you ever think it's safe. Has not really to be the bank. I mean, if you have, of course, a lot of money, yes, it goes in the bank. But I mean, you know, pocket money. So keep it at home, but also save. Don't spend. It's not spending time right now. And this is really for the business people. I'm feeling like the king and the queen, and I would love to, but I can't because I'm not balanced. I don't know where my direction is going still, and I don't know what I want. So keep it together. That's in the month of October, the theme. So try not to overspend. Keep yourself, a little bit fluid in when you have some money in your pocket instead, of spending everything. Very important to do so. And, well, Lord, that is the Cheerio. So the Cheerio is mostly, as we know, funny, and it's doing a lot of things. Do you want to say hello, mister? I think I have little Finn, which would like to say hello. Finny, want to come and say hello? Come to mommy? No? Come here, honey. Come here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Finn. So he wanted to say hello. And yeah, he's kissing me. You're such a good baby. So that is Mr. Finn, and he's now 7 months old, and he's not growing further. So, but we love him, and I'm sorry in the interruption, but I think that's funny too sometimes, when you have a little animal which would love to say hello. Yeah, and he's very, very cool. Believe me, love the ears, right? He's so cute. Yeah, he's my good boy. So that is Mr. Finn. So now you know who Finny is. All right. So do you want to sit here? Do you want to do with mommy the card readings? Yeah, want to sit here? Okay. So he's deciding that he sticks with me. So then let me tell you, the Cheerio here, that's a very cool card. Because as you can see up there, the Cheerio, it's the fun. It's like a clown doing weird things. But actually there's many things which have to be considered. I'm sorry, but I think I let Finn back down. Okay? You can go to Graceland. There you go. So this card here is telling us clearly, the Cheerio comes in when things are not really fun anymore. We take things very, very seriously. That is a reminder. Note start between laughing. Yes, we have a lot of issues going. Don't know what I want. Cannot find my direction. Feel like a queen. I would like to spend. I would like to do things. But here comes the page and it's saying, no, you have to hold it together. And this card is telling us, don't make a fool out of yourself. Be careful with whatever you wish for. Everything comes, boom, right there. So, but it's also saying, when you have, the Cheerio is also the warrior in the German card deck. And it's saying, well, you have to stand up for yourself. Make yourself glass clear. Remember, we had this in the other weekly card reading. Stand up for yourself. Be, very glass clear what you want. Balance yourself, communicate. And here we go. That is what that means. Be balanced. Take everything, a little bit more seriously. You can still laugh. You can have still your humor. But be aware of the things. That would be maybe the better word. Be aware what's going on around you. Okay? It's necessary. But the warrior stands also for something is brewing. That is meaning in the world. So that could be a war. That could be earthquakes. That could be many things where we need soldiers there, or, things like that. Or like we have in Puerto Rico right now. So we have the National Guard there, army, or whatever it is. But it means always uniform, soldier. So, but that is a card which is telling me that there is a lot crap going on. And if you, I try to come a little bit closer, you can see that is more like in Egypt, but it's also, remember, we're black and white. Don't know where I want to go. Here's the other card towards it. Black and white. So meaning of, we have to keep it together for a while, and we have to stand up as a unity, come together in the religion, in whatever it is. Try to stick together. It's important these days to stick together. In October, it's the month where we have to realize we cannot do everything on our own. We need another person, or maybe a lot of people, which are helping to shift us further into the future in the good way. So try to keep this in mind. Very important to do so. I hope that makes sense to you, because we have all this crap going on. It's influencing our life. And that has to stop too, because we cannot focus on war. No, that's not. We are peaceful. I'm at least a very peaceful person, so I'm not in need of a war, and I'm sure you don't want this either. But it's necessary to keep it together in the family, in the friendship. So don't forget this, please. Okay? And then we have the last card, which is the Magician. That is cool. That's a great outcome. So that means for the end of October, you know, you feel like a magician because you accomplished something. So that could be, sorry about the noises, my dogs, they're playing. So the magician is always like, I got it together, I figure it out. So here's my idea. Here, this is how I want to move on. I'm not asking myself, what the heck do I want? Cannot find my direction. By the end of October, it's out of your life. You will know exactly where you want to go and what you want to do. Like I said, in the office world, in the business world, when you have a business on your own. So you will figure it out. And matter of fact, you have to, because that is your future. This is what you have to know. And with that, you feel good. You feel you accomplished something. Use the month of October to get rid of the old, bringing in the old, the new, and have a little bit fun. Don't overdo it. Be careful with addictions or with drinking, smoking, whatever it is. Try to settle this a little bit down. I mean, they have fun, these two. Oh, that's actually Miss Graceland and Finn. So they are funny. And so, yeah, that is a wonderful outcome for the end of October. So, and I promised you that I will use the gypsy cards on top of it, because actually Angel said, hey, you have to use those. And here they are. Bring them up right now. So these are the small gypsy cards, and I'm shoveling them, and I put them on top of the ones which we laid out so far. So I hope you like the reading. I know it's a little bit different, but October, I mean, I love the German tarot cards because they speak to me a lot. And like I said, I started out with them. So that is, for me, memory lane, right? There it goes. But I think with cards, it's a little bit different. So, and here we go. So here is the first card. That is, whoops, and I'm dropped. Oh, actually 2 cards. Oh my. Boy. 2 of them. So they're actually, I have to use them. So I pull here 6 cards, 2 of my gypsy cards, but 2 fell out of it. So I have to use that for the first week. So here is number 2. Oh, here comes number 3. Well, that goes quick. Number 4. 2 more, 5, and number 6. Here we go. So then let us see what the beautiful cards have to say here. So these are the gypsies. Remember, the first one in the tarot deck was, I don't know what I want. I don't know if I'm going left, right, straight. I'm maybe yin and yang. I'm negative. I don't know. But we have the infinity. But on the other hand, I'm still don't know what I want. Okay, so these cards are saying that is also for people which have to make a life decision. So meaning of, am I getting married? Yes or no? Maybe you get asked in the first of this week, do you want to marry me? So I think most people would say yes, but there is others out there which have a struggle with that. They are maybe together with a person, they are maybe engaged, but they don't know if you want to share the life forever, as we have that infinity, right? But it says also, well, I'm not sure if I want to, oops, I hope you can see that. Here's the ring. I don't know if I want to get married, if I want to have a long relationship. I'm not sure all about that one. Please don't say yes. Okay, do me this favor. If you are not sure, then step away from it. Talk to your boyfriend and say, listen, maybe it's a little bit too early. Still let me think. And this is your right. That's what you can do. But now a ring, otherwise in the spiritual world, it's not only representing, you know, a marriage. It's a circle. The circle is representing Mother Earth. And Mother Earth, as you can tell in the box, is red, fire red. Stands also for more volcano outbreaks, or down in the oceans that the temperature is further rising, creating more earthquakes. So that is also the case with that card in combination with this tarot card. So keep this in mind. Mother Earth is still on a roll. And I think this card speaks for himself. That is death. So that is number 1. That could be due to natural disaster. because we have this represented in the ring, but also death stands for many people going. There's maybe family members which decide to go because they cannot take it anymore. Maybe their contract is up and they want to go. So then we cannot say, no, I hold you up. No, that's not our decision. It's God's decision. And when we have to go, our time is up, then we have to go. And you have to learn to let go. Even it hurts incredible, but the decision is not made by us. And I know that there is many out there which have people in the hospitals. They're very concerned about their loved ones, but guess what? If they need to go, it's maybe for the better, and it's always for a reason, even we don't understand the reason. Okay, but also death worldwide, so there must be really something brewing when I have a ring combined with the death. So something is going on with Mother Earth, and we have to keep a close eye on her. So I have at least a couple applications where I'm checking what's going on with earthquakes and what's going on with the fires out there, so that I have not really to sit in front of the TV. It's not my thing. So, and then, well, that's interesting. Here comes the king with the flowers. So that means we have a good outcome, but we have also maybe to deal with in male, which has a lot to say. A, as a mentor. B, as a friend. C, could that be also a boss who's trying to help you, but you are saying still, I'm not so sure in which direction I'm going. So this guy comes to help you. So that is a positive card, not a negative, because we have the flowers down there. So that stands always for the positive and not for the negative. So that is a good gypsy card. And then I have on the queen, here we have the cross. Well, people, that means that we have losses and not gains. We have blessings, but we cannot play the queen because we are not. We are not the queen of the world or the king of the world. Absolutely not. This cross here is saying, you know, we have to come still together. So that is now, I think, the third card already with unity. You know, united, come together, help each other, be there for each other in relationships, in friendships, in the office. So try to look out of a different angle at your life. Clean up your act, clean up your life, and here you get all the blessings. You will move on, but also in combination with the death. So you know that cards are always working with each other, so that of course speaks for himself. So it's like, I want you home and you have to go. Sorry to say that, but that's the truth. I never make the flowers around it. You know me, guys, for a long time. I say what's going on. But on the other hand, so now we go in a little bit more into the good things here. Remember, we have this card which said before, I'm the page of coins, so keep your crap together because you have to save. You know, it's better not to spend, keep everything together. So in October there will be also people, due to the fact that they save money, they're moving. So there is moving into a new home, moving into a new business. Maybe you like to be with a different person in a business, or you're moving your business out of this address where you are right now and going into a new building. So it means also that there comes new people into your life, and there is an elderly person in the surroundings. That could be a father figure which is trying to say, hey, I help you when you have to move. Or it could be also grandfather, you know, somebody which is elderly but has a good influence, and it's saying, hey, listen, I know this is better for you, move your business, or, you know, work with a different company. It's maybe better for you, but don't overspend. Keep always in mind, you cannot spend more money. Keep it together even if you are moving. So then it has to be a little bit cheaper, or you have different, you know, accomplishments where you can say, okay, I'm going a little bit cheaper and it's still fine and dandy. So in here That's interesting. That is on the Warrior, on the Chariot. Remember that card? This beautiful card here, you can tell. It's like yin and yang again, as we had in the first card from the tarot. And here, that means there is a city at night. So the city at night will have issues. There is problems rolling in. So meaning of, you may have a problem with the energies. Speaking of, I cannot sleep, I'm tossing, I'm turning. That's also a little bit the trend in October. It's maybe due to the weather. Could be also that you have a lot of things on your mind. That means we are not balanced. When we don't sleep, we are not balanced. So that is a card which is saying, you know what, keep it together. You may move into a different city or in a different home, as we had here before. So moving part, it's a better location. It's worth it to move there. Number one. Number two, don't toss and turn at nighttime. Everything comes together. You will have new outlook, new beginnings, new starts. You have not to wander around and saying, which direction am I going? Not needed. It's presented by himself. That's really cool. And the last one of the Gypsy card, that's the Tower. So the Tower stands always for interruption, and it's on the Magician, which I like because the Magician, as I said, is a cool card for the end of October. But Tower stands always for interruption, disruption, where we say, there's things still rolling in. So maybe you have not good news, or maybe the contract with a new company is not coming together, or the house which you would like to move, it's falling apart, it's not working, it's too much money. So Tower stands always for interruption. Worldwide right now, in the political world, as also with the earth, that stands for trouble. Tower is always trouble when it comes to world-related things. So we have this theme going on through the whole reading actually too, with the Warrior, you know, where we have the Chariot, which is in the American tarot, the Warrior. So, and that stands always for interruptions too. We have to help, and here's the Tower. So that speaks actually for himself too, right? So, well, October seems to me in a way together very interesting. Obviously, we have a lot going on for all zodiac signs, but I'm feeling still strongly that we have to balance ourselves to make ourselves better, our world better, and we can work all together. We have not to be jealous. There is no way, you know, there is for everybody money and luck in the world there. So it's a huge world, and we can do it together. So maybe you think about that one, and we help each other. But also, I like this tarot reading because it's really a good mixture, and it's saying, hey, watch a little bit what you're doing, don't go overboard, keep your crap together instead of spending money which is not necessary. Hold it together. Good new things are coming into your life. That is the global whole reading in one shot. And and it has a good outcome. We have new beginnings. We start anew. So it will be okay. But we have to work on ourselves first. So with that said, have a wonderful October. Enjoy. I will do a mid-October reading to see how the things are going. But for now, enjoy it. Have a wonderful month. Be blessed. And I see you in the mid of October for the mid-October reading. See you then. Have a good one. Bye.